Hey everybody, welcome back to another movie review. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. We got a couple of videos coming out pretty soon. I was meaning to put out one yesterday, but I just didn't get the time to do so. But got some videos, some more content coming out. Definitely another probably huge news roundup because of CinemaCon and all that. So stay tuned. But for today, we got ourselves another movie review. And this one should be short and sweet, at least for me. So, that film that we're going to be discussing briefly is a Minecraft movie, which was directed by Jared Hess, who you guys may or may not be familiar with. Has done some films in the past, notably with Jack Black, films such as Napoleon Dynamite, and also, of course, Nacho Libre, which was with Jack Black. This is a film adaptation of the famous video game known as Minecraft, and this stars, of course, Jack Black himself, as well as Jason Momoa, Daniel Brooks, and some other players here and there. And as the story goes, per the film, we follow a character named Steve at the beginning, who will be played by Jack Black. He has these dreams of going into the mines and creating things. And he eventually, one day, grown up, he eventually gets himself into those mines, and he discovers some odd little trinkets in the mine, and they transport him to a very, very odd world. And there are other creatures that lurk in this world that want to dominate specific parts of the world that are flourishing and creativity, where other places are just very hell-bent on destroying stuff. And with the help of other people from the real world, that of Jason Momoa, amongst other players, they all get transported into this world as well through large conveniences and other stuff. And they eventually team forces with Jack Black's character, and they all try to save this world as it is and learn the value of teamwork as well as perhaps the value of creativity, as it were. So this specific adaptation has been in the works for quite some time. It's quite evident when you see how many writers are involved with the screenplay, like 5 or 6 I counted. The original plans dated back to 2014, and there were a handful of directors that were involved with the development. Sean Levy at one point was hired on to direct it. And eventually it got off the ground because of just the recent successes within the video game genre, Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, and such. So now here we are with this film. And I'm not familiar with the games, so I can't sit here and say how accurate things are based on what my brother has told me, and we're going to get his thoughts after this. It appears so there are some accuracies as well as some deviations from the source material. But here is the thing. So as the film lays it out, and I'm not familiar with the game. I don't know if the game pitches the same ideas or if the film is just doing its own thing. But the film makes it very clear that this is a world that does not have much rhyme or reason to it. And it might be that in that there is a flourish of creativity that can be derived in that sort of sphere. And perhaps the game takes a pleasure in that. Perhaps the game actually finds a way to communicate this idea a little bit more cohesively. In the case of this, when you have a world that makes absolutely no sense and things can just happen at random, what you get here is practically and literally as it is describing itself. And at one point, I looked at my brother and I just said, this feels like it's gaslighting me, because a large portion of its time, it is just pretty much doing random occurrences. And there is like things that will happen over here that then will be questioned later, and then that doesn't actually make any sense anymore. Then we have elements over here, and then we have elements over there, and we're not going to explain what they are except in little spurts of information that doesn't exactly help the plot except give us just one visual location to another. And if you are a Jack Black fan, you may in fact find yourself enjoying of its company. But if you are someone like me who thinks of him as a one-trick pony, you are really going to be testing your patience in terms of how the manner of Jack Black just pretty much takes of the entire scene. The entire movie is basically that of a Jack Black spectacle. He sings, he does random things, he does his catchphrases and all that stuff, and it seems like the film itself inadvertently is servicing that, kind of referencing his own movies. I feel like there's a reference to Kung Fu Panda at some point with him like hanging out with pandas, and then you have the other cast involved, which just feels so out of place. Jason Momoa, I don't know quite exactly what he's trying to do. It seems like he's trying to replicate Jack Black's energy, but fails at it. The kids are atrocious, especially the little boy. I every time he was acting, I was just like, oh my god, I don't know exactly where his acting where his acting is, but it's certainly not here. And visually, it's been talked about online, but there's criticisms when the first trailer came out about how visually it does stack up, and it does feel pretty doubtful when you're watching it, when you're seeing these live action elements, them being just who they are in a completely animated world. It does feel a bit off-putting, and it does make you question why it is that this isn't just an animated feature to begin with, when 95% of the world is basically animation. But it is a film that is, and as tells you directly, that is going to be nonsensical. And as it is pitched, it pretty much succeeds in that. It is absolutely nonsensical. It is a film that does not have much rhyme or reason to it, and it plays on that. The problem is that it doesn't understand how to create a cohesive story within such a line of thinking. See, like something to that effect would be like Monty Python, for example. You watch Monty Python, and it clearly does not have a line of logic to it. But the brilliance of something like Monty Python, excuse me, is that within that sense of, distortion, there is something at play. There is something going on. And in the case of this, it is just random bits of occurrences with a load of Jack Black energy and just a load of annoyance, if you were to ask me. So just visually, it feels all over the place. Narratively, it feels all over the place. Acting-wise, it feels a bit all over the place. It's just a bunch of yelling and just a bunch of quick wits and just really atrocious writing. Like we're not just gonna Minecraft. We're going to Minecraft. I'm not kidding. That's literally a line in this film. It is a bit of a mess, and I think that it will honestly probably do financially well, given how the response in my theater was. It may very well prove to make money, but I just think that by design, just how it is, it just fundamentally does not function or work for me. So it's just all over the place. Like, that's just the best way to describe this film. It's just all over the place. And I know that is intentional, but the idea behind that does not translate at all. It's completely lost in translation. It's not a Monty Python. It's trying to replicate something like a Monty Python, but it fails at that. And instead, it's just randomness with Jack Black in the center of it, and it just makes it even more random and more annoying as a result. So, at least by me, for how I feel about Jack Black. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on a Minecraft movie. I felt it was just completely messy. And if my thoughts are all over the place, that pretty much is how I feel about the film as it is. So I get what they're trying to do, but in overall translation, it is very, very, very flawed. And I was more annoyed than entertained, if you're in my personal viewing. But those are my thoughts on a Minecraft movie. Now I'm going to let my brother do his thoughts on the movie. He's played the games, and he has a very different approach to this film than I would. So we'll see how he feels about the film. So I'm going to cut to him, and we'll see what he thinks right now.
Hey everybody. It's sorry. I'm just laughing about in the theater. Like, we just got back in a few minutes. There's this kid. He was having a fun time about these cool stuff and blah 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 blah. But I thought it was a good movie. I think it was a good movie. I love the actors. The budget was crazy. I think it's $150 million. And and for a movie that's like about a game that's the number one video game in the world, like I'm talking like financially, because Minecraft is the biggest number one success by money wise, and they made a movie with live action. My only problem is it's supposed to be animated. It should, in my opinion. Live action just seems a little too much, and they were a little accurate with like the with the mobs, like the mobs, the designs and stuff like that, or how they do and what you don't do. They were right until maybe sometimes there was an Enderman, and then I don't know the guys. There was a kid and he looked at him in the game. And when you look at an Enderman, they get mad when you look at them and they'll attack you, or if you attack them, they'll just attack you. Either or. But when he looked at him, he had this illusion and stuff like that. And in the game, we don't have illusions. They don't do that. So it's kind of a weird thing they added to that. But overall, besides that, everything was pretty accurate. Everything was cool. Mind, mind that the green screen was a total obvious stuff. Like Jack Black at some point, like when they're flying, there's a scene where they're flying away from like some ghast or ghost ghasts they were called, or the piglins. Um, dude, they fly like they like fly like this, and you could see the green screen just like not keeping up with the CGI, and it looks so goofy. And it's just overall like the story feels so rushed. Like, dude, the beginning is a great example. Like, there was a point where there's this little cube. Apparently, how they explain it is this thing will take you to the Minecraft world, and Jason Momoa's character and the other kid, when they got it, potentially when they grabbed it, I thought they were gonna get teleported to the Minecraft world, which would make sense. Instead, it just cuts to them again. They just go to this little cave that Steve found the thing at, and I'm confused. I'm like, why did they make such a dramatic scene about something that seems like they were gonna make it like, like something was gonna happen, but no, it just cuts to them just going to a cave like they knew where they're going. Like, how do you know it's a tracker? Like, I thought it was about to warp them into the Minecraft world, which would make more sense. See that at that point I was like, oh, okay, I think they're just rushing it because, like my brother says, I think it's just a nonsensical film. Like it's supposed to make nonsense. I think the point of the movie that it made is just to make you laugh and just enjoy it, just to make it laugh. I feel like it's not supposed to be taken serious, right? Because it's also targeted for kids. Even the game is just for kids. So I can understand the concept of it, and don't mind me as the director. I love the director. He's one of my favorite directors as when Jack Black was in. Yeah, like Nacho Libre and stuff like that. Those movies were good. I mean, they made no sense sometimes, but I love them. I like movies that make no sense. It's just that like maybe you might need to at least have like a story that at least is like makes at least one thing that makes sense, so that way people can understand it, and then you can distract them with all the fun and goofiness. Like that makes sense. Like Nacho Libre does that. And Minecraft, they they did do that, but the problem was the story at the beginning. Like they should have just done it right in the middle section when they got to the Minecraft world, because in the beginning they should have just introduced the people, which they did, but they did it in a little more comedic way. And the story just when they did that, the script just got a little wonky. Like we went from this, and then we're in the overworld, and they didn't explain how they got there. It's just they just knew where to go. It's like, what happened? How did we get here? I feel like I just blinked in the theaters, and I'm already in like 2 hours in the movie. I'm like, where did I go? It's like this is weird, and there's so and oh yeah, don't forget there's I don't know if you I mean you guys probably don't know much of the film maybe. I don't know what I'm saying, but the in the film there's also YouTubers cameos, because there's obviously I mean they obviously like if it's a video game movie and YouTubers who play the game or grew up with the game, obviously they should be able to be in the movie, right? And they do. Like I know there's YouTuber DanTDM. He's been around Minecraft since it first came out, and that's the reason why he's popular. And there was also, I think, I forgot the other guy. Oh yeah, Technoblade. Technoblade was what everyone went crazy with. There's a pig with a crown on top of his head and stuff like that. I really love Minecraft for that. That was really nice for them. It was a tribute to a guy who got who had cancer and died and stuff like that. But yeah, I love Technoblade. He was a good YouTuber, but it's whatever. I'm sorry to say it like that way, but it's just because I don't know, I have a lot to say. It's because I don't really know what to say with this movie. It's just really fast paced, and they just try to at least keep it stable with the jokes and stuff, and that's it. That's the whole film, and there's no possible sequel. I don't think so. It might, but just how the way they end it seemed to like. Okay, I can do one spoiler. I could say that if you wait to the very very end after watching the credits, Steve goes to this house that there's this girl named Alex, which I think it's the same house. Yeah, it's his house. So I think someone named moved in, and I think her name is Alex. And people freaked out in our theater because Alex in the video game is a cool character, right? It's like everyone's like ooh and stuff like that. There's nothing meaningfully crazy about Alex. It's just a character from the Minecraft video game because they're the only two characters popular in the game. But yeah, just how they end it, I don't know. And plus, I think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna do fine. Like even if it won't, maybe they just might just make a show out of it, cause why not? This seems like a fun thing to do. In my opinion, I thought it was pretty fun. It was really funny. I love the songs. Oh, don't mention. Hold on, I forgot to say this. Yeah, the songs were crazy. That we had 4 songs in there. There was maybe like, but most of them were like maybe 1 minute long. I mean the credit one was like 2 minutes long, but the rest of the ones were like a few seconds short. Cause I don't know if they couldn't just do a full song about it, but it sounded funny. It sounded cool and stuff. But at some point, yeah, the story ended, and everyone went home. And one thing questioned me. Wait. One thing questioned was that once they done and stuff like that, all the characters could go home or not. And for me, if I was there, why would I go to a house to go to my world that has responsibilities and stuff like you gotta do stuff like bro, in the Minecraft world, you don't got responsibilities. You don't gotta pay rent and stuff like that. I'm not trying to get all like crazy or stuff. I'm just saying it because I'm immature or not. Just sorry if I'm getting a little weird about it, but just like think about it. Like be for real. Like if you were in the Minecraft, let's say Minecraft was real, right? You can go there. I feel like a lot of people would love to stay in the Minecraft world because all you gotta do, the whole thing of the concept is just to survive, to create anything you want, and there's no rule to it. You just do whatever you want. That's how fun it is. And if I was in there, I would totally be there. Like if I had the chance right now, I would go to a portal and just stay there forever. And yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts to the movie. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It's not a crazy movie I was thinking they're gonna be serious about it. It was funny. I was expecting it because it was Jack Black, so I was kind of expecting it to be a good film, and it was. So yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next movies like How to Train Your Dragon, maybe Elio, probably I don't know other movies. I'm thinking about going to watch Ballerina, the John Wick spin-off one, and I don't know. Is there any movies? Oh right. There's so many films. Like I've heard there's doing a Moana live action, and they're doing a Zelda movie, which I think I've been said before. I'm not sure if I remember it. I'm totally gonna say that. It's one of my favorite video games in the entire time. Or what? Sorry. I'm just talking too much because I just had a lot of fun time and I'm a little tired because I got back from school too. And yeah, that's it. Really, that's it. This time, I'm sorry. And I hope you enjoy the video. And my brother will come and say goodbye, and I'll say goodbye too. And I'll see you guys in the next film. So, yeah. Bye, guys. Bye.
Alrighty, well, those are our thoughts on a Minecraft movie. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to our thoughts, and let us know your thoughts on a Minecraft movie. Do you guys think it's going to do well? We're going to, of course, talk about the box office once we get all the numbers in. Seems to be doing fairly well so far, surprisingly. But we'll see what happens. So let us know your thoughts about a Minecraft movie in the comment section below. And that's going to be it for our thoughts, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until then, we will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.